A man and his young son were going through an incredibly tough time. Homeless, they had found shelter in a tiny public restroom. One day, someone started pounding violently on the door. The man quickly covered his son's ears and leaned against it. He hadn't paid rent in months and was hiding from the landlord. His car had been seized too after piling up unpaid tickets. It all started when he lost his job. Every morning, he'd go out looking for work and return empty-handed. Then one day, he saw a man stepping out of a luxury car. Curious, he asked him, "What do you do for a living?" The man replied, "I'm a stockbroker." That one sentence lit a spark in him. The next morning, he applied for an internship at a brokerage firm. He had no degree, no experience. No one took him seriously, but he didn't give up. Every day, he waited outside the office, hoping to speak to the hiring manager. Weeks passed, and then, finally, he got the chance. Sitting in the manager's car, he began to introduce himself, but the manager seemed distracted. Fiddling with a Rubik's Cube, he said, "No one can solve this thing." The man smiled. "I can." The manager handed it over, amused. He twisted one side, then another, and within seconds, the cube was solved. The manager, stunned, had to rush off suddenly. That night, the landlord came again. "This is it, out." The man begged for just a few more days, offering to repaint the walls in return. The landlord agreed. As he painted late into the night, the police knocked on the door. Because of his unpaid tickets, he had to spend a night in jail. The next morning, still covered in paint, he showed up for his interview. He didn't look the part. The interviewer was clearly annoyed, but his honesty, his courage, and even his sense of humor, that made a difference. He was offered a 6-month unpaid internship. Only one intern out of dozens would be hired at the end. He got to the office earlier than anyone else. He wrote down every word his supervisor said. Didn't waste a second. He wouldn't even drink water during work, afraid he'd miss a call. The moment one call ended, he'd dial the next. He gave it everything he had. Then came the final test. He handed it in, heart pounding. The next day, he was called into the manager's office. He sat down, nervous, and then the manager asked, "Would you like to join our team?" Tears welled up in his eyes.